Greetings and salutations from day 80.
80!
Day 80.
Woohoo!
We're making our little early morning push down into Lehigh Gap. Full packed right now, but Doug is about to take our full packs and give us a little day pack so that we can slack up Lehigh Gap and over to Wind Gap today. So that's going to be nice. And yeah, we hopefully got some good days with good views today. Tonight should be cold and rainy, but for now, we'll soak up the good weather while we got it.
Ooh, look at the sun. And that's what we're going up. Still have just a little ways down to the gap. And then up that.
We should a chain toll bridge right here.
Cool. This is how we get them calves. Look out for snakes.
I'm gonna try to record like Sweets does while climbing. See if I'm as cool as she is. Probably not. Yep.
You recording?
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Don't break my phone.
Don't break no bones, is that what you said?
Don't break my phone.
I thought you said don't break no bones.
Your bone.
I thought you were worried about me. You're not. Where are you saluting?
That's so cool. Proud to be an American. So I have been anticipating and looking forward to climbing out of Lehigh Gap, doing them big old rocks, making that super steep, super long climb for a really long time, and we did it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was so fun. Good job, thumbs up.
Yeah, you too. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Wow. And thank you so much to the guys for helping us out. Man, that made it so much better not having a full pack on our backs.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, thank you, Doug, for taking off of work and driving all the way over here. Help us out. Oh, man. So these guys have been recently blooming. It's wild bleeding heart. I guess they look like, see the hearts? And then they're kind of droopy. And they're out in the wild. They're so pretty. Just hanging out with the ferns. That is a wild rock heart. And that is a wild bleeding heart. Look at how many. They like the rocks. That's cool. I didn't know what they were before they flowered. We've got to climb up, it looks like about 300 feet initially, and then another 300 over a few little humps. But then, for about 13 and a half miles, we only have 1,000 feet of elevation gain. So that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. That's how you get superpowers. That is so bright. Did I say the first 300 feet was steep? Well, it is. It's steep. And that right there is, I think, the top of the third hump. So the rest is pretty ridgy. And now we're in another friendly fern field. We just love the ferns. When you see a fork in the road, you guess at first and look for, oh, there it is. Good.
Nature was a means to get to the experience, and now I think I see the experience and the trail as equal parts.
Yeah.
You know, like the beauty of the trail, the toughness of the trail, all that is as equally drawing to me as the experience is, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Aren't you pretty? We're friends. So this is our deer, probably eating the hay-scented fern. Walk away. If you're wondering, we just took our lunch break. So Thumbs Up needs to get his feet going again.
Every day. Every day. Quarter mile.
He should be looking good and strong in the next clip. Pretty smoothie, pretty cruisy. So there's almost no water on this 20-mile stretch. There are a couple of places, but there's they're either fairly dry or they're off trail some. So look at this water cache. It's all downhill from here. Hiking here, don't care. Jobs fill your pockets, adventures fill your souls. Low bridge. All right. So although this section has been pretty smooth, I'd say so far within what, like 10 miles south of Wind Gap, we've got about 5.5 left. Seems much less maintained. It's not terrible, but it's a little overgrown and more kind of trees and branches over the trail. So it's still not bad and it's walkable, but you can just tell that there's not as many hikers through this section. Maybe a little less maintenance as well. But with that said, we got about 5.5 miles until we're at Wind Gap. So the other thing is there's not as many blazes, and we're just about to say, once we finally get a blaze, it's a fake blaze. That guy looks like a blaze, but it's just the bark kind of chipped off in the shape of a blaze. There was another one. Yeah, I see the blaze up there, hidden behind the overgrown tree. Another one we saw a few miles back, or I saw. I was like, oh, I see a blaze. We're in the right direction because there's so many different trails. No, it was a little sunspot through the shadows that was the exact shape of the blaze. And then about 50 yards up ahead was the real blaze. And that was like a circle, a painted circle. Like the sun blaze looked more accurate to the dimensions of a blaze than the painted one. But hey, it was painted on there. But yeah, we've seen a lot of kind of turns and curves and not a blaze in it. So if you're hiking through here, just be aware. Keep your eyes open. There it is. On today's episode of What Do You See in the Tree? A ghost. Ooh. 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 So those guys, you saw the coming up on a tent, and there's a bunch of guys, buddies, camping just for the night, took off 2 days of work.
Yep, having a good old time, and offered us some trail magic. And so we got some sausage dogs for the road, baby. So we
straight
got,
off the fire.
Yeah, 4 miles to go, and a nice sausage dog to eat along the way.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
This is Hans Lookout. Covered by all the trees.
All right, well, we have come to an end of a 21 plus mile day.
21.4.
21.4. Got pretty rocky here at the end. But that little sausage dog helped seal the deal.
Oh man, that
Push
was
us through.
so good.
But yeah, we're heading down to Wind Gap right here, and we're gonna meet up with Doug and grab our packs, and then go settle in for the night, get some rest for we're guessing to be a fairly rocky day heading into the Delaware Water Gap tomorrow. So for now, we're gonna sign off, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Doug, Chrissy, and Kate.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.